My husband left a nutline, check the attic before going to work. What I wound made me question everything. He scribbled, check the attic's love you on a post. It before leaving for work, no explanation, just those 5 words that sent my heart racing. In 7 years of marriage, we'd never once used our attic. Last night, he'd been acting strange perch, constantly checking his phone, taking calls in another room, and slipping out for a drive at 10 p.m. When he returned 2 hours later, he wouldn't meet my eyes. He just kissed my forehead and whispered, tomorrow will change everything. I stood frozen in our hallway staring at that yellow post, my mind racing through every worst-case scenario. With he leaving me, had he hidden divorce papers? Was this some bizarre scavenger hunt leading to heartbreak? The pull-down ladder creaked as I climbed up, my hands trembling. The attic was dim except for a string of fairy lights illuminating a path through the dusty space. They led to something large covered with a white sheet. If this is a treadmill, I am filing for divorce myself, I muttered, trying to laugh away my anxiety. With a deep breath, I pulled off the sheet. It was my grandmother's vanity table, the same one I pointed out in an antique shop window 6 months ago, stopping mid-walk to stare at it. It looks exactly like Nana's, I'd said, my voice catching. The one she taught me to braid my hair at. The one my stepmother sold when I was at college. My husband had just nodded, squeezed my hand, and guided me away as I wiped tears I thought he'd forgotten. We never mentioned it again, but here it was, pared the curved mahogany edges, the trio of mirrors, the little drawer that always stuck slightly on the right side. I ran my fingers over the surface, speechless. Taped to the mirror was another post. It opened the drawers. The first drawer held a vintage silver brush and mirror set just like Nana's. The second contained a framed photo of my grandmother braiding my hair when I was 7. I didn't even know this picture existed. In the third drawer was a letter in my husband's handwriting. I've spent 6 months tracking down your grandmother's vanity. The original owner bought it at an estate sale in Phoenix. It took 3 private investigators, countless phone calls, and 1 very awkward conversation with your stepmother to find it. The restoration took 2 months. I've been sneaking out at night to work on it in our friend Mark's garage. That's who's been texting Peart. Sorry for the secrecy. Today marks 7 years since our first date. You told me about sitting at this vanity with your grandmother, how she taught you to braid your own hair and whispered that you were stronger than you knew. I wanted to give you back a piece of her, a piece of your history. A reminder that you are indeed stronger than you know. I love watching you become more yourself every day forever. Yours, D. I collapsed onto the vanity stool sobbing. Through my tears, I noticed one last drawer, bare and tiny and hidden beneath the others. Inside was a velvet pouch containing my grandmother's sapphire ring, the one I thought was lost forever. A final note read, your grandmother gave this to me last year before she passed. For when she needs something blue, she said, I've been waiting for the right moment. Will you marry me again? Renewal ceremony? Just us next month on the beach? Check your calendar, Peart. I've already booked it. Found it yet? I could barely type through my tears. How did you find her ring? His response came seconds later. I didn't. She never sold it. She kept it for you all these years. Holler me secretly from hospice to give it to me. Said I'd know when you needed it most. I sat at my grandmother's vanity for hours, brushing my hair with her silver brush, crying and laughing and feeling her presence all around me. Sometimes the biggest secrets aren't betrayals. Sometimes they're love letters written in actions instead of words, proving someone sees you, Peart, truly sees you, Peart, even when you think no one is looking.